Another day, another story. Wake up. I woke up to see Novak. Wake up, Tarkov. He repeated and shook me. I saw that he had also removed his helmet. Somehow, there was air and we could breathe it. But after all that's happened, it was one of the less surprising facts. What happened? I asked. Thank God you're alright. I don't know, but something is not right with Polyakov, he answered. I stood up and saw him standing in front of the pyramid. Commander Polyakov, I shouted. He didn't respond. We started walking towards him with Novak. I passed out when we got back here. When I woke up, he was already standing there, he wouldn't respond and he didn't move an inch. Then I found you and woke you up, explained Novak. Polyakov moved his arm and touched the pyramid. I don't know why I didn't notice it before, but anyway, his helmet was still on. There's no way he had any oxygen left. Suddenly, the surface of the pyramid went black. I mean, it was black even before, but now it was so black that I couldn't even see the surface anymore, only the outline. It was like if somebody simply torn away a part of space itself. Some sort of black hand appeared in front of the pyramid. I can't comprehend where it came from, but it seemed to extend out from the pyramid itself. It grabbed Polyakov's arm and in a blink of an eye, it pulled him into the darkness. We turned and ran into the tunnel to our right. A few dozens of meters into the tunnel, I stumbled and fell face down onto the ground, breaking my lamp in the process. The last light in the tunnel disappeared with Novak as he sprinted away, and then I was plunged into darkness. I then heard heavy footsteps behind me. I wanted to stand up and run, but I couldn't. I couldn't take it anymore. I just lay there and awaited my end as the footsteps got closer. Thump, 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 thump. The thing got right next to me, and I felt a hand touch my leg. It touched my suit several other times and advanced towards my head. Then, to my horror, it touched my face. It was cold. I imagined the same hand that had just pulled Polyakov into the pyramid. I imagined it dragging me backwards and pulling me inside the pyramid to do terrible things to me. This was it. This was my end. But that didn't happen. Who is this? A shaky voice asked. I was startled and I didn't know what to do. It was Lenko's voice. It's Tarkov, I said after a while. Thank God I've found you. I thought I would die here, alone, he said. I stood up and we walked through the tunnel together in pitch darkness. We roamed the tunnels for hours. Maybe days? Weeks? At first it wasn't so bad, because I wasn't alone. We filled the time by speaking about various things. We talked about our families, about our jobs, and about how we became astronauts. At one point, I asked him what happened after he was pulled away from us. He didn't answer and went silent ever since. It wasn't long until the silence forced me to start questioning each step I took. How did Lenko survive? What happened to Polyakov? But there was one thought that was much stronger than the others. Was it really Lenko next to me? Was it him, or that monster with the black hand? I wouldn't know because I couldn't see. Why didn't he have a light? How did he find me? My gratefulness of not being alone shifted to terror. Each second, my desperation to see any light was stronger. I couldn't bear it anymore. I suddenly tripped and fell. Are you all right, Tarkov? Asked Lenko. I tripped on something, I explained. I turned and with my hands proceeded to feel the object that caused my fall. It was highly irregular, but sometimes symmetric. At some places, it was soft and flexible, while at others it was cold and smooth. I then realized what it was. A space suit. I eventually found the lamp and after some struggling, I detached it from the suit. At first, to my surprise, I was afraid to turn it on. I was afraid to see what was in the darkness all around us. I was afraid to see who was in the space suit. But I did it anyway. The brightness blinded my eyes, and after they adapted to the light I saw Novak's face in the suit and Lenko standing over us. Our eyes met and for a brief moment, I felt that his eyes were somehow unnatural. Something wasn't right about them. I was just on the verge of realizing what it was, when the body beside me twitched and took a long, deep breath. Thanks for watching.